Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day video on WW. So I am getting ready to make some breakfast. I had some coffee this morning and I get 29 points a day. If you're new here, I get 29 points, which is a little bit more than a typical person. I get a few more points because I am still breastfeeding Callan, my 1-year-old. So I do get a little bit more, and I've just continued that just because he's still breastfeeding. Probably not for much longer, but he still is. So I had some coffee this morning. Also, if you're new here, I don't count coffee in the mornings. If I have a second cup, I'll usually count that, but I just enjoy whatever coffee I want and I don't worry about it. And it's worked for me, and that's just how I do things. So I had that coffee this morning, and then I'm getting ready to meal prep some breakfast. I'm also going to meal prep lunch, so I'm going to share what I'm doing for breakfast and lunch for all week this week. And then I have some yummy dinner planned, so just come along for my whole day of what I'm eating today. I'm getting ready to make some like egg muffin things, making them a little bit different. Callan's still here playing if you hear background noise. Making them a little bit different than I've done in the past, because I know I made something similar in the past. I'm making them a little bit different, adding potatoes to them, some veggies to them. So let's get started making those. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do with the baby at my feet, I'm gonna spray my pan. We're gonna saute up some veggies. What would you like? So I have some diced onion. I bought it already diced. So I'm gonna add some of that in there. Also diced up a red bell pepper. I got this idea from someone on Instagram, Healthy Eats Amberly. She posted something for her meal prep this week. She always has such good ideas. So I'm making kind of a version of that. Maybe it might be a little bit different. So that's kind of where I got the idea from. So I'm gonna let these kind of saute up, get these nice and soft before we get to our next step. Okay, while my veggies are going, I'm gonna preheat my oven to 350, and then I'm gonna do these in a muffin pan. Gonna spray the pan well. I'm gonna get the butter out. All right, and after as everything's cooking, we can put everything in the muffin tins. Real life meal prep over here. All right, y'all, so, oh, sit down. I've got all my veggies done. We're gonna kind of divide them. Probably gonna do 2 a day, 2, 4, 6, 8. So hopefully I can get 10. All right, I have divided these out between 10. Okay, while the hash browns are finishing, I've got 8 eggs. And then I'm gonna add some cottage cheese to this, more salt and pepper. And then we're just gonna whisk this little mixture up. All right, and lastly, I went ahead and put a little bit of hash browns. There's not a lot, not even enough to really count. And then I am gonna top this with this egg mixture. And then lastly, I'm gonna do, there's not much of this left. I'm gonna do just a little bit of these Velveeta shreds, at least if I've got enough, just on each one. And honestly, for 2 of these, I didn't measure the potatoes. I don't think I'm gonna have enough cheese for all of them. Millie's trying to tell y'all hi. Hi. Okay, we're just gonna make it work. So for 2 of these, I would count 2 for 1 point, just because I would say the potatoes, there's really not many potatoes in here, so I would say maybe 1 point. Hi. So we're gonna bake these until they are good and done in the oven on 350. Okay, so these have been going for like 20, almost 25 minutes. And my eggs, I like them well done. Get a big one. and make sure, oh, I don't know if I sprayed these well enough. They are sticking. No. I think they're done, but I've got to give them just a little bit longer. I can't even tell y'all how, like, the least little bit of runny eggs, I just can't do it. So like 5 minutes and I'm gonna say they're done. All right, so let's try these. I'm gonna eat this with a fork because they are still like super hot. Mama. You want some? No. Oh, you better get your muffin. You want some? Yeah. They're actually really good. Bite. Is it good? It's not hot. It's just a little warm. Okay, the egg muffins are good. Easy. You want more? Yeah. Yeah? I will just throw them in the microwave for 30 seconds each day. Mama. And that's how I do them. So I would count them as 1 point for 2 of them. Barely any cheese and just a little bit of hash browns. And then eggs are free, cottage cheese is free, and then of course all the veggies are free as well. So it is time to prep some lunch for the week. So I'm gonna be prepping 4 days worth. Tomorrow, Ethan and I are gonna go on like a date day. So we're not gonna be here for lunchtime. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then Saturday's Christmas Eve. So we're gonna be, recently shared like a pesto chicken bake that I made. And so this is kind of like something that is very similar, honestly. It was just so good. But it's something that I think it'd be a really good dinner idea. Ethan's not a pesto fan, so it's probably not something I would do for dinner. It's probably something I would just stick with for meal prep. But this would be really easy and super simple for dinner time. So we're making another like pesto chicken type thing. So I have 4, what are they called? Thin sliced chicken breasts. 4 thin sliced chicken breasts. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of pesto on each one. So next, I'm gonna cut some of these grape tomatoes in half and put these over top. Okay, so they are covered in tomatoes, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of this fat-free mozzarella. 1/4 of a cup is 0 points, so I'm gonna do about that. And really the only thing with this that's gonna count is the tablespoon of pesto, which is 2 points. And then I'm gonna lightly spray that with some olive oil spray. Okay, that is ready to go. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut up some zucchini and yellow squash to go with it. We're just gonna probably slice this in half and then cut it up kind of thin. Okay, veggies are cut up. I did 1 like large zucchini and then 2 smaller yellow squash. I'm gonna spray these with olive oil spray. Again, I'm just gonna put some salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna also do some garlic powder. All right, we're gonna bake both of these in the oven on like 350 just until they're done. I don't really know how long, but just until they're done. Don't I look so yummy? Okay, forgot one thing. I was gonna do some onions also. So I'm going to use up the rest of this one from breakfast. I'm just gonna throw some onions in here. All right, chicken is done. So we're gonna throw one of these in here. And then we're gonna put some veggies on the other side. All right, we have a easy, very low point lunch for the week. 2 points, and I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. All right, so lunch was so good. I'm now making myself a small afternoon cup of coffee the same exact way. I'm gonna do just a little bit of this. I'm gonna count this as 5 points. Like I said, I don't count my morning coffee. I just make it however I want and then don't worry about it. But if I drink a second cup, I usually do. So anyways, I'm gonna count it as 5 points. And so yeah, afternoon cup of coffee. All right, afternoon coffee. Mom's going to relax for like 15 or 20 minutes while the kids nap, and then I'll get started on all this. Okay, it is dinner time. I've been rolling out pizza dough for everybody else's pizza, so I've got stuff all over me. Okay, it's dinner time. I didn't share earlier, but I also ate some turkey pepperoni and some string cheese and mandarin oranges for 3 points. So we're gonna be making some taco pizza. I got this like recipe inspiration from the Skinniest Dish. Mine's gonna be probably a little bit different than hers. It's not gonna be exactly the same. But we're gonna start out. I'm gonna make some 2-ingredient dough. If you've never made 2-ingredient dough and you're on WW, it is so good. I love some 2-ingredient dough pizza. So I'm gonna do a 1/2 cup of flour. And then we're also gonna do a 1/2 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. So we're gonna, this stuff is very sticky to work with. I've never worked with it before. Spilling it all over me. So we're gonna just mix this very well and then put some flour down and kind of mix it up the best we can. So once it's kind of crumbly, I'm gonna start rolling it out right here. So I'm gonna pour all this and I'm gonna flour my hands and we're gonna, it's still very crumbly, but we're gonna mix right here. Okay, so this is what mine's looking like. I just kind of rolled it out the best I could, pretty thin. I'm gonna pre-bake this for just a few minutes. I don't know how long, 5 to 6 minutes probably, and then we'll add all the toppings. Okay, don't mind my super dirty shirt. Okay, while that is pre-cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and make like the base of it. Like where you put the red sauce. I'm gonna do some of this bean dip. Up to 4 tablespoons of this is 1 point. So I'm gonna do about that. So I'm gonna do some salsa 0. I'm gonna just mix. I did maybe a 1/2 cup of salsa. And I'm gonna mix these two together. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my cheeses ready. I like to combine like a fat-free cheese and then like a reduced fat cheese. Okay, so I'm gonna do 28 grams of this reduced fat mozzarella. And then I'm gonna do about, I can have up to 60 grams of this. We're not gonna do quite that. All right, and then kind of mix that together, and that way, all of our toppings will be ready. Well, all of the toppings we're gonna bake will be ready, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. Okay, so it's pre-baked for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put all of this mixture on, and then I've cooked some ground beef up. I'm gonna add that to the top and then put my cheese on. All right, we're gonna let this cook and then we'll add a few more things to it to make it more of like a taco pizza. Okay, outfit change because I was getting hot cooking dinner. All right, so there it is. I'm gonna cut this up. So this is already getting like high in points, but my plan was I'm gonna add everything except I was gonna add some Doritos on top. And I'm not gonna do that because it's already just so high in points. I might add like a couple Doritos and count it for like a point, just to add like a little bit of crunch to it. All right, so I'm gonna add some lettuce, just a little bit of lettuce. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of this mild taco sauce. And then this is a couple tablespoons of sour cream. I've just put a little bit of water to make it a little bit thinner, to kind of drizzle over it. And then you can also do tomatoes, which I have. I just love tomatoes on my pizza. All right, I'm gonna add like 2 of these. I love these so much. You love these so much? Mm-hmm. There's like a couple small ones. We're just gonna kind of crush these over it. I want one. You want one? All right, so the pizza, let's count this up because I don't even know how many points it is. 6 for the crust. Hi. And then we've got 1 for the beans, so 7. We've got 3 for the cheese, so 10. And then we've got 1 or 2 for the sour cream. We have 2 for the sour cream, and I'd say, I'm not gonna count the Doritos. They were like maybe 1 whole one. And I think that's it. I think that's it. So if I'm counting correctly, and I count 12 points. Anyway, so it looks really good, so let's give it a try. All right, so we're gonna give this a try. This is a big pizza. Taco pizza. Oh, that's good. Really good. So I got done with that pizza. I did not finish it. It was a lot of pizza, so I did not even finish it. But I'm ending my night after this with 1 point left over. So I guess I could say that was the chip that I ate. Also, you could have totally made the meat into actual taco meat. I just decided not to. But this is what I'm gonna end my night with. Just something very simple. One of these Enlightened peanut butter fudge bars. These are so good. They're 5 points each and they're delicious. So I hope y'all enjoyed coming along for my day. Sharing some recipes with y'all. Sharing what I've ate today and meal prepped. This is my sour cream spoon. Is that good? That I just used. But I hope y'all enjoyed coming along, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye.